Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm taking you along with me to IVANA Helsinki. This is one of the most sustainable brands in Finland and certainly one of my favorites. In this day and age, we are looking at buying pieces that will last for a long time, pieces that are timeless, pieces that are also and also companies that care about the environment. We are going to be doing a small interview and I'll bring you along so you get to know more about the brand. Thank you so much for this opportunity. So please tell us a little about IVANA Helsinki and
Yes, happy to have you here.
Yeah.
And it's actually a beautiful day and you even brought some more sunshine in.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you.
We are here at the IVANA Helsinki house, which is a new place for us as well, because we used to have our office and showroom and design studio and everything in Arabianranta, and we moved into this IVANA Helsinki house half a year ago in the end of last summer.
Okay.
And this is a new home for the new IVANA Helsinki creativity and ideas. And maybe just a few words about the house itself. It was actually built in 1970 and it's very innovative. So you have full windows from ceiling to floor and you have the maximum, light inside, and you almost feel like being outside even though we are inside because of the big windows.
Yes, I've loved it very much. Yeah.
And we've always started the design from art. So my designer sister, Paula Ivana, which is also in the name of the brand, and she works like an artist. So she takes the inspirations and ideas for the collections from her experiences, from her memories, from her lived life, So they are like pieces of art, what you're wearing, for example.
Yeah.
We are probably best known for our prints, which are all unique and individual and always highlight the story. For example, this year 2019, the theme is trees. So we have all kinds of tree prints, from pines to birch trees to these old 1,000-year-old trees, which you can find in redwood, where you can actually drive through a tree with a car. They did the holes in the 1960s. They wouldn't do that anymore. So
Not.
So there is always a strong story behind each collection that we create. And we started from fashion 20 years ago, actually 21 years ago, because last year we celebrated the 20th anniversary of IVANA Helsinki. But then we've also done a lot of different things. You see our designs in the new Hotel President here in Helsinki, in the 500 rooms of the hotel. Wow. Then we have IVANA Helsinki vodka nowadays,
That's what brought me here, actually.
Exactly, I know. Your sister was the connecting part there.
Exactly, yeah.
And then we just recently did a big collaboration with Moomin World, which was opened in Hanno near Tokyo. So we did all the workwear design for that. So a lot of different creative things that we have been involved with.
That's wonderful.
This is where our shop is. This is where it happens.
This is all of it.
We actually used to have our flagship store at Uudenmaankatu in downtown Helsinki for 15 years.
Okay.
But when we moved in here, we already had it in the back of our minds that what's the concept of a brick and mortar store? Where does it have to be? What does it have to offer for the person who takes the time and makes the effort to come somewhere? So we thought that this is the perfect home and place for the shop as well. Because here we can give more personalized, shopping experience, and also the atmosphere is different when you can take the subway, you can come to Itäkeskus by subway, then you walk through the small forest.
Exactly.
It's like a 6-minute walk and then you're here. And it's more intimate, it's more characteristic. This is more the home for the brand than any kind of a street level, shop could be.
Yeah, it does have that feel of I came here and I thought, why don't we have more experiences like this when we buy? Because I feel that the buying experience naturally is very disconnected from the person. And when you come here, you feel like you're coming to the home of the brand. You feel welcome, you feel like you want to explore, and you feel very like naturally buying is emotional. So, you know, the pieces, so being told the stories and getting to know about the brand. And there was something that I think there was a campaign about Nowhere, who's making your clothes. Or something like that. So this was such a great experience in that way, that I got to, you can ask questions. Where do you make your clothes? Who's making your clothes? And how are they made? Where is the inspiration coming from? So you're not only buying clothes, but you are buying a story. And so that is so amazing.
Exactly. And I think because nowadays we rarely need something. We don't
so much.
Exactly. We rarely need something. Okay, we need food and we need, you know, to drink something.
Yeah.
But when we buy something for ourselves, whether it's a pair of earrings or a dress or some shoes or sunglasses, we're actually buying something that we can express ourselves with or we feel happy with. And then also the shopping experience should be something that makes us happy, you know.
Absolutely.
It's like my sister, our designer Paula, has always said that, you know, like every piece of IVANA HELSINKI is like a souvenir of her soul world. So it's like a souvenir of something, of an ideal that you are connected to through that product that you're buying. So that's like the whole ideology behind IVANA HELSINKI.
And I didn't know that, but I felt that. Like, you know, like through the experience, we have felt it and we have experienced it. I didn't even know that, you know, that was quite intentional like that. But as we've been around here, we have felt it. We have been able to go to all the rooms and see what is there. And it's really exciting. And I thought, the other thing I thought about, you have the rental clothes. I really, really love that. And also, it's very, very reasonable. It's not even reasonable. It's very cheap.
And that's our, like, you know, comment on how you can be sustainable in the clothing industry, which
you don't have to buy.
Exactly, you don't have to buy. And a lot of the times we have occasions, we go to a friend's wedding or we have a big family party, you know, you wear the dress once. And especially now in the era of social media, we don't want to be seen in the same dress.
Absolutely not.
You know, year after, time after time. So it's like an, you know, like you can rent it and then somebody else uses it after that, and then somebody else. It also like collects memories, you know, the one dress in a way. So I think that's very sustainable, and also that's the future as well.
Absolutely. I really like, I really love the whole idea, and also how much it is that you can get a dress for 29 euros for a week. Is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks for 29 euros.
So it's affordable.
I think that's amazing. You can take pictures all you want. And then return it. I really think that's very sustainable. I saw one that was quite long that I saw that someone wanted to rent that for a wedding. And I thought, how clever is that? Because weddings are so expensive.
Exactly.
And so I thought that was such a great idea that for 29 you can basically, anybody can get to wear nice clothing.
Exactly.
So thank you for that. I thought I have to thank you for that idea, because I thought it was genius, and it's also very kind. Because you're not overpricing it, because some people choose to overprice the idea of rental as well, that even when you're thinking of not buying, you're not able to rent, you prefer buying, because anyway it's so much closer to something that you can get for cheaper.
Exactly.
So I think it's very, very kind of you to be able to offer at such a very, very low price for 2 weeks.
And it's also kind of like an introduction to our brand, you know.
Absolutely.
It's like a low-key way of getting to know the brand, and, you know, like getting the possibility to use the dress for 2 weeks, and, you know, and then maybe finding something else.
Exactly. And it's very neat. So I've really, really enjoyed my shopping experience here. It was my sister who's basically buying. It's not me, but my job is also to tell you stories and also, like, you know, let you know what is out there, all your options, for example, the options that you have. And this is one of them. If you want a really pretty dress, you can rent it. You don't have to buy it. If you're going for an occasion, naturally you would go to fast fashion, get a dress for 30 euros, get rid of it, you know, after some few washes, it's gone. So it's much better that you bring your 30 euros here, 29 to be precise. For 2 weeks you can wear, take pictures, wear it in different ways. I've shown you ways to wear the same outfit so many ways, so you can do that, and yeah, you get the experience. It's always about the experience, because now I'm very, very inspired by the fact that you don't go with trends.
Yeah, it, like I said, you know, like the designing always starts from the art, you know, and art is always trendy in a way. It's not linked to a certain season or something like that. And I think nowadays that's also one way of looking when you talk about sustainability in fashion. It starts actually from the design. We are so much concentrating on the materials. Are they sustainable and all that? But I think it all starts from the design, because if it's like very trend oriented, then the things, the you know, like garments, they look outdated. So the designers have to kind of like take the responsibility of designing and making things that are always trendy, that are classics already when they're born. Like the dress you're wearing now, you can wear now, you can wear it in 10 years, in 30 years. You know.
Absolutely. Very inspiring, very, very exciting. And also in this day and age where everything seems like, oh my goodness, there's so much that, you know, with social media and all that, feeling like you're overwhelmed, like catching up with trends,
everything.
You know, it's like buy, get this. And I'm always wondering, where are all these things going and coming from, and the impact basically that is making to the environment. And so this is one of the most exciting days also to get to know you guys better, and to know that there are companies or designers who are doing good in the world, and thinking about where and how we are producing our clothes, and how long they should last. Even this is how we used to think back in the day. It's how, you know, our parents would buy clothes according to how durable they were.
And they wear, I mean, like you still
get a lot of wear.
Yeah, if you find a coat that's made in the 50s or in the 60s from the flea market, they are still in top-notch condition, because everything, like the work inside, you know, the lining, everything is made so well.
That's right.
Because at some point of time you also had a lack of resources. So the resources, when you had fabric, you made the best out of it.
That's right. I always encourage people to also like source vintage, you know, pieces. It's not necessarily like you don't have to buy expensive clothing, but also vintage has a lot of good pieces that you can have for a very long time. So yeah, I'm a serious thrifter, but I'm always going to look for the best quality. You know, clothing, because at the end of the day, you know, we don't want to put things in the recycling system all the time. You want to get pieces that you can always have. So yeah, so thank you so much
thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for your time and this opportunity. It was quite a random, but I'm really thankful that you could do this.
And here we are. The shop is always open Wednesday, Saturday from noon to 6 p.m.
Okay, great. I'll put all the information for you guys who need. I will put everything down below in the description box. The IVANA website and all the stuff that you need. You will find the location. It's absolutely gorgeous. I hope this interview was beneficial to you. You get to know more about IVANA, and also to be considerate next time you want to buy something. Think about renting. It's so cheap, like 2 weeks you can rent an outfit for that amount of money. So next time you're in a hurry, you need to go to an event, consider going to a designer where you can rent some stuff. It's a bit noisy out here, but yes, so much for watching. See you in my next video. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when new videos are coming out. I don't know if you can hear me very well. I hope you can hear me very well in this wind and a bit of cars passing by. So see you.